Hello everyone, and welcome to the tutorial for the rapid home screen test of gonorrhea. We are now going to illustrate to you how the procedure is carried out and show you the content of the test kit, and also give you some other instructions on what you have to do. Now, this product is for in vitro diagnostic use only and can be used at home. I will start off by showing you the content of the kit. First of all, it'll arrive in an anonymous package like this one. And now I'll take the content out and explain to you what the different parts are. It'll arrive with an instruction sheet. It'll have a mixing tube. That's where you'll mix the buffer A and the buffer B with the specimen from the test. I'll put that right here. Then, of course, you'll have what's called the buffer A, the buffer B, the swab that you will use to collect the specimen. Actually, I'll just start up by opening that one right away and take it out so we have it ready for use. And then, of course, the test cassette itself. Now, inside of the test cassette, there is also a micropipette, a dropper. That's the one you will use to take out liquid from buffer A and the buffer B and mix with the specimen in the mixing tube. So, I'll proceed by opening the test cassette. Now, this one is for storage purposes only and is not a part of the test itself. It just simply keeps the test dry. That's it. So I'll dispose of that properly. Now, here's the micropipette that I was talking about. So, as I've explained to you, basically, buffer A, buffer B, the swab, the mixing tube, the test cassette, and the micropipette. That's all we'll need. And the instruction sheet, of course. Now, what you'll start up by doing is take the cap of the mixing tube, remove the cap like this. Then I will take the buffer A, remove the cap, and then use the micropipette. Then I will add about, well, we'll just do this first. Let's see, I'll put that right here. I'll add about 8 to 9 drops of buffer A into the mixing tube. So we'll go ahead by doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, the next part is the tough one, and this is where we really have to pay attention to do this correctly. Now, this test can be used both by females and by males, but the way that the procedure is carried out is a little bit different. We'll illustrate the procedure to you by showing you a set of different pictures. We'll start by the male one. Now, for the male patient, you insert the swab into the urethra of the penis. This is the opening of the penis. Now, then you gently rotate with sufficient pressure to dislodge the epithelial cells. Then you allow the swab to remain inserted for a few seconds after rotation. After you've waited a few seconds, you carefully remove the swab, and it's very important that you avoid contact with any external surfaces that could contaminate the specimen. Now the test kit arrives with 2 swabs. Now for the male procedure, only 1 swab will be necessary. However, for the female one, you will need both swabs. Now, for the female patient, you have to swab discharges from the vaginal tract opening, as illustrated in this picture. Then you insert swab into vaginal tract for half a minute and retrieve swab. That means you take it out. And it's the same procedure here. You have to be careful and remove the swab and avoid contact with any external surfaces that could contaminate the specimen, as previously mentioned. Now what you do, I've collected my own specimen here. Of course, I didn't show that to you guys, so that wouldn't be appropriate on YouTube. But I've used this one now to collect my own specimen. What I'll do is that I'll place the swab into the tube and mix well with buffer A so that discharges are well suspended in the buffer A. In other words, that they mix up. Like this. What I'll do next is that I'll add about 8 to 9 drops of buffer B to the tube. I'll proceed by doing that. I'll use the micropipette again. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough. And I'll cap the tube and remove buffer B. Again, I'll mix these liquids. I'll try to squeeze the swab towards the wall of the mixing tube so that as much content as possible comes out and goes down in the mixing well. Like that. And then I'll properly dispose of the swab. What I'll do next is that I'll cap the tube and I'll mix them all together. That should be good enough. Remove the cap, put that aside, and then I'll use the micropipette again. I'll draw about 0.1 milliliter, which is close to about 4 drops of sample into the pipette. So I'll insert about 4 drops of sample into the wall on the cassette. This is the testing wall right here. That's 3. 4. Here we go. We're done. Now we're just going to have to wait 10 to 15 minutes and then we can read results. Do not read the results after 30 minutes have passed. I'll dispose of these 2. Now, as you can see here on this cassette, here there's a C and here there's a T. The C stands for the control line. if you see a line here at the control line, that means that the test works. And that's a good sign. That's what we want. However, if a line had shown up next to the T as well, that would have meant that I have gonorrhea, that I've tested positive for gonorrhea, and I will have to take action. Go and see a doctor and receive the proper treatment. Now 15 minutes have passed, and as you can see, there's only one clear line next to the C. That means I'm gonorrhea negative. Now, if you perform this test and it comes out with a positive result, it is very, very important that you seek out medical professional advice as soon as possible. That means that you go to your local doctor's office, you talk to them about your situation, and you explain it. Then you have them perform a confirmatory test, and if that one comes out as positive as well, then you will have to receive treatment. This is it. We have our website listed at the bottom of this tutorial video. You can buy a rapid home test kit for gonorrhea there. We thank you very much for watching this tutorial video. We wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. Thank you, and goodbye.